Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will be talking about Iblis in Quran. Iblis is also known as Shaitan in Islam. The story of Iblis is in several surahs. Remember I said I sometimes think Allah has Alzheimer? This is because he repeated the same verse many times. This is one of the example, right? Let me read them. Behold, we said to the angels, bow down to Adam. They bowed down except Iblis. He was one of the jinns, and he broke the command of his Lord. Surah 18, verse 50. The second one. And when we said to the angels, prostrate before Adam. So they prostrated before, except for Iblis. He refused and was arrogant and became of the disbelievers. Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 34. The third one. And we have certainly created you, O mankind, and given you human form. Then we said to the angels, prostrate to Adam. So they prostrated, except for Iblis. He was not of those who prostrated. Allah said, what prevented you from prostrating when I commanded you? Satan said, I am better than him. You created me from fire and created him from clay. Surah 7, verse 11 to 12. The fourth one. And as we said to the angels, prostrate to Adam. So they prostrated themselves, except Iblis. He said, shall I prostrate myself to one whom you created of clay? Surah 17, verse 61. Now the last one, from Surah 29, verse 116. And mention when we say to the angels, prostrate to Adam, and they prostrated, except Iblis. He refused. Now, in those verses, Allah asked angels to prostrate to Adam, and angels did, except Iblis. Muslims say Iblis is wrong because he refused what Allah asked him to do. But I say Iblis is right. First of all, we all must worship God only. You should not bow down to another creation. Secondly, Allah asked the angels. In Surah 18, verse 50 and Surah 7, verse 11, Allah knows Iblis is not an angel because he was made of fire and call him jinn. He's not the same as angel. If I ask Canadians to stand up, all Canadians to stand up, and if you're Indonesian and you don't stand up, are you wrong or are you right? Of course you are right. You're not Canadian. If you're not a Canadian, you don't have to stand up. And moreover, Iblis was actually was obeying Allah from different surah. If you read Surah 51, verse 56, Surah 51, verse 56, it says, Allah says, I created jinn and mankind only to worship me. Allah said it himself. He created human and jinn to worship him. As a jinn, Iblis refused to bow to a human. Iblis was right to refuse. The thing is, there are two scenarios here. Two possible scenarios. Well, apart from what we read straightforward, then two more. Iblis actually the good guy. He's the one who's obedient. The second scenario is Allah, if he's the real creator, maybe Allah put a test if anyone will bow to a creation, knowing that we should only bow to the creator. In that case, then all angels will go to hell because they failed the test. But then again, angels in Islam is like yes men. They have no free will. But still, it means angel not listening to Allah. When Allah said, bow down only to me, and then, angels bow down to a human. And we have to remember this Iblis. It says Iblis is a jinn, one of the jinns, who's made from smokeless fire. And well, of course, there's a question after that. Islam teaches that jinn, they eat. They live like human. They have family and children and have sex. And now, jinn is made from smokeless fire. Why does he needs to eat? And why jinns eat dung and bones? Let me read Shahih al-Bukhari 3860, narrated Abu Hurairah, that once he was in the company of the Prophet carrying a water pot for his ablution and for cleaning his private parts. While he was following him carrying it, the Prophet said, "Who is this?" He said, "I'm Abu Hurairah." The Prophet said, "Bring me stones in order to clean my private parts, and do not bring any bones or animal dung." Abu Hurairah went on narrating, "So I brought some stones, carrying them in the corner of my robe, till I put them by his side, and went away. When he finished, I walked with him and asked, 'What about the bone and the animal dung?' He said, 'They are the food of the jinns.' The delegate of jinns of the city of Nasabin came to me, and how nice those jinns were, and asked me for the remains of the human food. I invoked Allah for them, that they would never pass by a bone or animal dung, but find food on them." So Muhammad told Abu Hurairah that jinns eat dung and bones. So jinns, it is believed that jinns can live up to about 1,000 to 1,500 years. Jinns, in their belief, are like human who need to have sex and eat, and they can die. The funniest thing is, in Islam teaches that when a jinn dies, the spirit of the jinn will go to a place called barzakh, and the body, quote unquote, the body will remain as energy. So energy has soul, thing like that. And if a jinn can die, it means Iblis is already dead now. And since Iblis refused to bow down to Adam, then Iblis will go to hell and be burned in hell. But Allah said Iblis made of smokeless fire. How can we burn fire with fire? Doesn't matter how, let's say this fire is 200 degrees Celsius, and I burn that fire with 10,000 degrees Celsius, it still cannot cannot burn. I don't understand that how fire can burn fire. Doesn't matter how, if the other fire is hotter than the other one. Yeah? You see, the teaching of Islam is going like a circle. There is no concrete answer. Any answer will create more question. One more question about Iblis, right? If Iblis the same as Satan, well, they say Iblis is Satan, right? The same. It means that we have no Satan is dead now, right? This is very, very confusing. It's only Islam can teach something very confusing like this. And if the story of the beginning of good and evil, the beginning of good and evil is very important. That's becoming the foundation of what we believe, or the foundation of the belief system. So if you are going to hell or heaven, or if you get good karma or bad karma, depending on the religion. But the story of the beginning of good and evil has to be strong. And in Islam, it's just going in circle. Islam cannot even clarify this. Well, that's all from me. For those who think that Iblis was wrong, God bless you. For those who believe Iblis was right, God bless you. Have a nice life.